and these man-made laws tell us something as well, whether they followed all the time or not. So,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think people just want to fight for what's good and what's right
Yeah.
in the long run. So that's my take on that. Who was saying it? Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan, Malcolm X, all the people in the 60s, but you still have men that wanted to go fight for this country.
Right.
Even before the times of Malcolm X and them, in the 40s or whatever, like there were men that wanted to, they were born here.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about Africa
Right.
except what I read, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as far as I'm born, as far as my son is born and growing up in this country, like he's an American citizen. He deserves everything that is granted to an American citizen.
Absolutely.
So we don't in our household,
And if
we
he
don't
wants
look
to
at it
go
like
fight
that.
for that, then
And exactly, we were born here like your brothers and sisters, white, black, Indian, whatever, that were born here are all the same as you. And the only thing and I believe worship, but the only thing we ward off is anybody coming from outside of these borders and taking something that we should be giving to our citizens first.
Right.
I believe in world peace. I believe
Right.
in world, letting immigrants come in and having them refuge here if their country is on some BS. But at the same time, America needs to take care of its natural
We have
born
problems.
citizens. We have
Yeah.
a problem. Yeah, like
we have plenty of
can't-
problems
yeah.
we could try to fix before we try to fix the world's
Yeah,
problems.
we can't fix everybody else and then
Yeah.
have our own citizens out here looking raggedy,
Right.
and trying to pose as something that
We got to
we're
do
not.
something about Nick Cannon.
Yeah. I don't love I like Nick Cannon, but the notion of better, like I said, everybody has their own skill set.
Right.
You can't say better because I take my car to a white mechanic, a black mechanic, they know how to fix my
Right. They
car.
both
you
know how
know?
to fix the car. Yeah.
You know understand me? So
Yeah.
better is once the sun goes down, everybody's equal.
Right. And I mean, like you said, like there are things that the black culture might be better at than white people. Like you see, and I'm not trying to sound stereotypy or racist or anything like that.
It's not.
Like, and I don't know if that's just because white people are lazy overall or whatever,
Yeah.
and black people aren't. But there's something, you know what I mean, that differentiates there. And you brought it up earlier. It's the only reason I'm kind of expanding on it now. So, like in that realm, maybe they are better. Maybe melanin does make you better, right? Maybe, I don't know. But
For what activities?
that's what I'm saying. Like it depends on the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Right? Like, but as an overall, like what he seemed to have been trying to say was like, we're just better.
Yeah.
You know, not we,
No.
you.
Yeah.
But you know what
For
I mean?
what
Like,
for what activities? Like I think all people know how to farm.
yeah, because
You
it's a
understand what
learned
I'm
skill.
saying? Yeah, it's a learned
That's
skill.
a
I
learned
think
thing. Like anybody can
building
learn how to-
houses.
yeah, anybody can learn how to swing a hammer.
Right.
Or,
Yeah, building
or,
houses like,
that kind of thing.
everybody, like every race knows how to build a house. There's
Right.
people in every, you know what I mean? So better at what? Like, yeah, we make some good hip hop music. We
But then there's Eminem. So no,
Eh,
I'm playing.
well, no. I mean, you're right though. Like I love
But
Eminem.
he's the exception, not the rule.
Well, there's not just Eminem. I mean, you have
Lil Dicky too.
I mean,
Like,
I
there's
know-
a lot of great.
I
white
mean,
rappers.
shout out, I know personal white rappers, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Mr. White, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I know people that I've rapped with. Shout out to Pro Se, God's
right,
Child,
right.
you know? So it's not, I mean, it's a learned skill. So it's not, I mean, we have to get to the point of it's not better.
Right.
It's we all have a job to do as God's children. And that job is to utilize our skills to help each other out and to be better humans and to make the earth survive, because this is our planet, and to utilize what we can do better for the greater good of human society. So, I'll give you an example right now. Came over here, we getting ready for the podcast show. and we having technical difficulties.
Right.
I don't. Hey, Tim's working out all the technical difficulties. Who knows what's going on with the podcast equipment and the software? And it's not that Ray can't learn it.
But right, that's because it's not because you
Yeah,
don't know how, it's because you haven't learned how.
right. And it's like shit.
It's because I've been the one that's doing it
Doing
the
it.
whole time.
Yeah,
And so I know how to do it.
yeah.
Barely. I got it clicking at like
We got it working.
7:59.
We got it working. So it was, Tim's using his skills, which allows me to use my skills, the gift of gab, and come in and talk about what we want to talk about. So that is us bringing our expertise to the table and forming something that works.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not, I don't agree in better, and I'm learning every day. You know what I'm saying? You're a fool if you think you've learned everything and you think it's time to stop learning.